Maybe Grunt has something to say. Probably not. This is Grunt after all. Hey, Grunt.
Shepard,
Want to talk to you.
in.
the hold is too open.
Okay.
Not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Grant would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
Any other human imprints?
What other human info was
What the
floating
fuck?
around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Asari, all soft. Quarians, not so much.
Well, they have to wear that armor.
Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though. Much point. Never mind.
That was stupid. Holy shit. You have no reaction?
Something must move you. You're as genetically Krogan as you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okir started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak. Pitiful.
And yet you became
So you
strong.
started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
You helped
I
kill a
built for
thresher mob.
strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
Alright.
Shepard,
Anything
Just
else?
checking in. How you doing?
humans talk too much.
All right.
Like the tank. Come back, Shepard.
Alright. See you later. Let's go to the next deck. Who's up there? Garrus. And actually a bunch of fucking people, honestly. Holy shit. I have support. This is Thane. We did his loyalty mission already, so he should be good.
Do you need something?
Let's
Have a
talk.
few minutes to talk.
Certainly.
You're not a typical
If you don't
assassin.
mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
You've
6?
been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12.
Oh, that makes
They
such a big
trained me.
difference.
I was
Such
not
a
to be
huge
used and
fucking
thrown
difference.
away. I was an investment.
That's cold.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
Oh, Hanar?
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who'd train assassins.
How would they train assassins
Every
anyways?
species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
What did your parents
Why
do?
did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact.
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
Extinction?
Why was your race
Extinction?
going extinct?
Overpopulation. That
Ah,
must sound trite to you. Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar
shit.
found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
what is it like now?
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes?
Yeah.
The whole world is overcharged with inhabitants, and the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
Talking about the
What
compact.
exactly are the terms of the Compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
Sounds like
This
slavery.
can't be legal. They made your whole race into slaves.
Don't insult me, Shepard. Anyone can refuse to serve. Few do. We owe our
Okay.
existence to the Hanar. We are proud to repay the debt.
Who do you work for
But
now
you don't
then?
kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch. He dies. Then the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
What was that?
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later.
Alright.
Have a few minutes
Later.
to talk.
I'd like
Alright.
to consider what I shall return to my meditations.
Alright, you do that. Can you see me? Yeah.
Hey, got a minute?
Sure.
I can see why Jack is the way she is. I don't like it, but I get it. I'm glad to hear Thane and his son are back in touch. It'll be hard, but I think they'll be fine.
Hopefully.
Good thing you broke up that cat fight between Jack and
Yeah.
Miranda. I was afraid they'd tear a hole in the hole.
Probably would have.
Come back later.
All
I'm sure
right.
I'll have more to talk about.
Is anybody in here? Samara. Crew quarters has nobody. That's the restroom. Alright, talk to Miranda, so let's go talk to
The
Garrus.
collectors were once Protheant.
I always
Yep.
pictured Protheans being regal, not giant bugs.
Hey, Garrus.
Shepard, need
Just
me for
talk?
You got a minute?
Sure, just
All right.
whatever happens with
Oh,
the
my
collectors
fuck.
or the Reapers
I
or
skipped
whoever
the
else
line
comes
dialogue.
after us. I know you'll get the job done.
Who else?
You actually think we'll find something worse than collectors or reapers?
I like to expect the worst. There's a small chance I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I'm glad you're here.
Couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly, of course.
Oh, yeah, of
Strange
course.
going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
Estimation of
Garrus,
chances?
What do you think our chances are?
Honestly, the collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time.
That's true.
An unmapped area, advanced technology, and the collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
Garrus and
Do
CSEC.
you ever regret leaving CSEC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian.
What do you mean?
When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place.
Yeah, you don't
Just
do that.
see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the galaxy is at stake.
To Turian preparations.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
Full contact
You mean
sparring?
Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before
Alright.
one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
And how did it
I
go?
assume you took her down gently?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on
Oh,
the ship.
shit.
I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
Makes sense. What about Ilos? Yep.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about tracking Sarah to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks for the talk, Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.
Do you have anything else to say?
Shepard,
Talk to you
God
I'll be
later.
here
damn
if you
it.
need me. Shepard,
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit?
Nope,
Got a
calibration.
minute?
God
Gonna
damn it.
wait for a bit. I'm in the mid. I'll be here if you
Alright.
need me.
Let's go to the next deck. And that has Jacob and Mordin. I think that's it. Yeah. So we could go talk to Mordin because we haven't done Jacob's loyalty mission. Let's go see if Mordin has anything to say. And might as well see if we have any research to do also while we're up here. Hey, Mordin.
Shepard, how can I help?
Hey,
Have
do
you got
you
a
have a
minute to
minute?
talk?
Yes, good timing,
Okay.
in fact.
All right.
Excellent. Made
Oh,
breakthrough.
cool.
Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful.
Damn.
Getting off
Well,
track.
sorry that you're so
Discovery.
smart.
Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
I'm interested.
Tell me what happened.
Early stages similar to indoctrination, can guess captured Protheans lost intelligence over several cloned generations.
That makes sense.
Augmentation widespread afterward. As Protheans failed, Reapers added tech to compensate. Mental capacity almost gone, replaced by overworked sensory input transfers. Transmitting data to masters.
Can they be
Is there
saved?
anything we can do to help them?
No. No glands replaced by tech. No digestive system replaced by tech. No
So
soul
they are pretty much-
replaced by
yeah.
tech. Whatever they were, gone forever. Understand now?
Yeah.
No culture, closer to husks than slaves, tools for reapers. Protheans dead, collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
Anger about
What is it
modification?
about the collector's modification that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works
makes
other
sense.
way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Solarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
Go fault?
Blame the Solarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes, like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Solarians came, disrupted Krogan culture, used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
Yeah. What's your
I didn't
motivation?
think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on collectors after Plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
Interest in
You
art?
said the collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in collector base.
Probably not.
Culturally dead. Tools for reapers.
Yeah.
Worse than the Geth.
You sang?
I'm sorry. I know that was important, but you performed Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know as a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
That is amazing. I love that so much. I love that so much. Alright, see you later, Mordin. Yeah, of course.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Mordin.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Do you have anything else to say?
How can later better? Think I've cured Joker's condition.
What?
Simple treatment would no. Would cause liver failure. Never mind. Start from scratch. Anything else?
I'll
Alright.
let you
We'll
work.
be here if you need me.
Thanks for researching that, I guess. Fuck. Alright. Got nothing else. Then let's go do some more missions. Where'd go? Where'd go? We'll go. Let's see. Let's go help Tolly. Holy shit, so much shit in the way.